What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in the building with another banger, man. Now, first things first, before we go ahead and get started today, thank you, God, for another opportunity. And man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Turn on post notifications to join the Rich Gang family. And let's go ahead and reach 50 likes on this video. And last but not least, y'all, do not forget to comment down below, where are you tuning in from today? Now, as y'all can see by the looks of the title and the screen, today I'm going to be bringing y'all the one and only best all-around build. Two-way, pass first wing, small forward. Now this build is going to be able to do everything. Get contact dunks, pro dribble moves, shoot efficiently, and also play elite defense. Now, if you want to go ahead and make this exactly how I'm bringing it to y'all today, go ahead and just be sure to comment down below as well if you see any changes that you feel like you would be making to this build as we go along. Let me know and I definitely will bring y'all a response. But let's go ahead and get started by first picking the playmaking as well as the defensive pie chart. Split right down the middle. Now, for the physical profile, you have two different options to pick from. If you want the maximum speed, go with the very first, but if you take a -4 away from the speed, you're going to be able to get at least a +10 put towards the vertical if you go with the fourth physical profile. I'm going to go with the one that has the 83 speed, 81 acceleration, and an 87 vertical. Now, once it comes down to the breakdown of the attributes, I know there are different ways to go about making this build, so just be sure to follow along how I'm bringing it to y'all first, and I promise you, we're going to be able to create the same build together. Now, for the finishing, I am maxing out the close shot, driving layup, and the driving dunk. Go with the 27 standing dunk, and we're going to be able to get 6 finishing badges. Now, for the shooting, I'm going to max out my mid-range and the three-pointer. Then for the free throw, go with an 82. And then for the post fade, I'm going to go ahead and put this up to a 34. And we're going to be able to get 7 shooting badges. Now remember, since we are going into Season 8, that means we have the potential to add 8 extra badges put towards this build. So imagine adding 3 to the shooting and then the rest into the finishing, or vice versa. A very effective build, especially once you look at the playmaking. Max out both the pass accuracy and the ball handle. Go with the 44 post control, and we're going to be able to get 20 playmaking badges. And finally, for the defensive end, go ahead and go with an interior defense of 64. Max out both the perimeter defense and the lateral quickness. Go ahead and do the same thing for the steal. Then for both of the rebounding, I'm going to go ahead and go with a 77 defensive and a 70 offensive with a 56 block. And we're going to be able to get brought up to 21 defensive badges. Now, if you want to, you can definitely go ahead and lower that offensive rebound to max out your block if you want to go ahead and change up what this build will be able to do. But I believe that will change the build name. You're not going to be able to get the two-way pass for swing, but also with this build, we are able to get glass cleaning takeover, which makes it that much more unique as well as rare. Now, as y'all can see, I am showing y'all the minor adjustments that you need to make in order to get that higher block, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it as is. Once it comes down to the body shape, I'm going to go ahead and pick between burly, built, or defined. Now, we are making this build out of the metric system, so all you need to do is go into your units of measurement. Then from there, and that's going to be in the settings as well, change your units of measurement from the imperial to the metric system, or the metric system to the imperial. And right here, I'm going to go with an exact 2.00 meters for the height. As for the weight, I'm going to go with 81 kilograms if you did pick the first physical profile. This number will be different, so I would just recommend going with the lowest. Now, finally, for the wingspan, this is what is actually going to allow us to be able to get contact dunks once we max this build out completely at 99 overall. So if you do go with 224 centimeters right there, that's going to give us an 81 driving dunk. And once you hit 99 overall, the +4 will be added and we'll be able to unlock all of the contact dunks. Now look at the physicals. We're going to have an 88 speed, 86 acceleration with an 87 vertical. And if you did pick the very first physical profile, your speed will be in the mid to low 90s, but the vertical is going to be anywhere from the 60s to the 70s. Now, as y'all can see, with the takeovers, we get the lockdown, playmaking, slashing, and the glass cleaning. Now, whichever one you decide to go with, make sure it's all based off of your own preference. Now, to be more unique, I would really consider picking the glass cleaning takeover. However, if you want to be more of a toxic, broken build, I would definitely recommend picking that lockdown takeover. Even the playmaking is going to allow us to help out our teammates, especially with being able to break ankles. Now, I'm going to go with the glass cleaning, and as y'all can see, we were able to create the two-way pass first wing. Now, really consider what this build is going to be looking like with the +4 from 99, then also another +4 from buying your own boost. Then consider running with teammates that have floor general on as well as defensive leader, but both on Hall of Fame. Right there alone, that's going to be 12, and whichever takeover you decided to pick out of the 4, go ahead and off rip at a +10, put towards your finishing, playmaking, or the defensive area, just because we had those takeovers available. Now, considering that we did pick the glass cleaning, we're going to be able to, in takeover, get a +22, put towards our defense and rebounding. As for the physicals, we will be getting a +8, so the speed is going to be a 96. As for the acceleration, this is going to be a 94, and then for the vertical, this will be a 95. Now, once we go ahead and consider, if you did pick that slashing takeover, we do have the potential to get a 99 driving dunk as well as a 99 close shot. When it comes down to the shooting, when it's all said and done, your three-pointer will definitely be into the 70s, and your mid-range will be in the 80s as well. The playmaking and the defense are already pretty solid, and from here, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of which badges we should be putting on for this build. So let's get started with the finishing. I'm going to go with gold posterizer first, and then to spread the wealth, I'm going to go with silver limitless takeoff as well as bronze fearless finisher. Now, if you want to go with gold limitless takeoff, you definitely can do so, but I'm going to go ahead and leave on that extra bronze badge. Now, for the shooting, there are definitely a few ways that you can go about this area as well. For my liking, I'm going to go with Hot Zone Hunter on gold, and if you want to be more on the safer side, I would go with gold sniper and then bronze green machine. Now, if you want to be a little risky and spread the wealth, I would go ahead and really consider taking off sniper from gold to silver, and then go ahead and put on either catch and shoot, upgrade your green machine, or go with corner specialist. Now, volume shooter is another badge that I would consider, but again, as long as you like the setup, I promise you that is what you should be going with first. Now, we have 20 playmaking badges, and if you want to go ahead and be one to help out your teammates, I would go with floor general on Hall of Fame, special delivery, as well as dimer. But then the thing is, we're only left with being able to put on handles for days as well as hyperdrive, so I'm going to go ahead and go about this a little bit differently. So for my liking, I'm going to leave on handles for days as well as hyperdrive. Then from there, I'm going to go with silver bullet passer as well as unpluckable. Now, quick first step is another very essential badge that you would want to throw on. Now, with the last Hall of Fame badge, you can pretty much go about this based off your own preference, but honestly, going with floor general is one that I would consider, or even triple threat juke and space creator. It should be based off what you feel like is going to be best, especially for the game mode that you're going to be playing. Now, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of the defensive area. So, 21 total badges to work with. I'm going to go with clamps on Hall of Fame as well as rim protector for this build. Then from here, I'm also throwing in intimidator. Now for the last 9, I would normally love to spread the wealth when it comes down to this part of the build. So I'm going to go with tireless defender on bronze, silver rebound chaser as well as silver chase down artist. And for the very last Hall of Fame badge, you can consider anything based off your own preference, but I'm going to go with between defensive leader as well as hustler, or pogo stick. Now for my liking, I'm going to be going with pogo stick, and this is the setup that we're going to be running with. 6 finishing badges, 7 shooting, 20 playmaking, as well as 21 defensive. If you made it to the end, man, go ahead and let me know what did y'all think about this two-way pass for swing. And more importantly, man, thank you, God, for another day and opportunity. And y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Turn on post notifications so you can join the Rich Gang family. And let's go ahead and reach 50 likes on this video. Now, comment down below. Where did you tune in from today? And what do you want to see coming forward out of the videos that I'm bringing to y'all? Whether it be builds, gameplay, anything that comes to your mind, go ahead and let me know in the comment section right now. But with all that being said, thank y'all, thank you, God, and Rich out.